Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya 'alas salah. Hayya 'alas salah. Hayya 'alal falah. Hayya 'alal falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Alhamdulillahilladzi anzala as-sakinata ala qulubil mu'minin wa ja'ala qulubahum mutma'innatan bi dzikrih. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lah, lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu fil ula wal akhirah. Asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhul mab'utsu baina yaday as-sa'ah da'iyan ilallahi bil hikmati wal mau'izatil hasanah. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik alaihi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahu wa wala. Amma ba'du fa ya ibadallah, usikum wa nafsi bitaqwallah wa hafzukum ala ta'atillahi wa ta'ati rasulih la'allakum turhamun. Qala Allah Ta'ala fi kitabil karim, a'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim, wa ati'u Allah rasula la'allakum turhamun. My dear brothers, first of all, let's thanks and praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all his blessings, and also invoke blessing upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his family, his companions, and all those who follow him doing good deed till the day of judgment. This month is known as the month of mental health. So we Imam have been requested to talk about this mental health or mental issues. Talking about mental health means talking about mental illness. But because there are people who have mental health and who have mental sickness or illness. So what I mean, what you call mental illness. So there are many different types of mental illnesses, ranging from anxiety, depressive disorder, to obsessive compulsive disorder or OCD, and post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD. So the question is, Why do people have, or some people have mental illness? According to statistics in Australia, annually, 1 in 4 individuals have mental issue or mental illness. That is about 25% annually. As you know, the mental hospitals are all full anyway. But the problem is, like physical illness, are always diagnosed from symptoms without knowing the cause. So you don't know the cause, you cannot fix the problem. That is why mental hospitals are always full. Because the practitioners in the field, whether psychologists or psychiatrists, like physical, or physician, like physical doctors, they only give medicine. Well, medicine is to fix physical problem, not to fix mental problem. But they give medicine. If people can't sleep, they give sleeping pill. Can't sleep at all, they give stronger sleeping pill. And it's even, it's very serious, and then they give the pill that they don't give to the people. That's what they do, and in the end, they only cause more damage to the brain and the mental condition of a person. Well, in Islam, we are taught that our life is not only physical life. We have two types of bodies in our physical life. That is the physical body and spiritual body. In fact, physical body is nothing like a computer case. But what makes the physical body function is the ruh, the soul. It's like a software in computer. Computer without software cannot run. Also, our body cannot run without the software, without the ruh. That's what it is. So because we have two bodies, so we have to look after these two bodies in different way. Physical body, how we look after it by providing food and drink. But the spiritual body has to be looked after through Iman, the Taqwa, Dhikrullah, and doing the ibadah and good deeds, giving in charity and so on. That's all will fix our mental problem. Allah said in the Quran, أعوذ بالله الشيطان الرجيم الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. Those who believe and their heart are tranquil or peaceful through the remembrance of Allah. Behold, indeed, through the remembrance of Allah, the heart will be tranquil, will have rest. So in this ayat, we can learn also the solution. The problem is the more the Muslims are further from deen, from the mosque, from religious activities or Islamic classes, so the more chance for them to have mental problem. Why? Because the spiritual side of ourselves is not satisfied. Although we have enough food to eat, enough drink, enough water to drink, but because the spiritual side is vacant, empty, void, So because of that, then we have mental problem. We had, negative thinking and emotion and so on. Because Allah said, only through the remembrance of Allah, our heart will find rest. Our heart will be tranquil, will find tranquility and peace of mind. Only to dhikrullah. This is the solution. Even the Quran offers also the healing to the physical problem. As Allah said, Ya ayuhan nasu qad ja'atkum mau'izatun min rabbikum wa shifaa'un lima fi sudur wa hudan wa rahmatun lil mu'minin. Allah addressing all mankind, not only the believers, not only the Muslim. He said, all mankind, all people, indeed, an exhortation or an instruction or an advice has come from your Lord, has come to you from your Lord. And the healing for what is in the chest or in the breast, and as guidance and mercy to the believers. But this is interesting. Allah SWT addressed all people, irrespective of their belief. He said, all mankind, all people. An exhortation and advice and instructions come from your Lord to you, which is also a healing to what is in the chest, or what is in the breast, in the heart, and a guidance and mercy to the believers. First, Allah addressed mankind in general, and Allah said, if people believe, for the believers, all the teachings coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will solve all their problem. So this ayah, especially to solve the problem of mental health, mental illness, because Allah said, وَشِفَاءٌ لِمَا فِي الصُّدُورِ. Another ayat, Allah said, that ayat is ayat 57, Surah Yunus. And then Surah Al-Isra, ayat 82, Allah said, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَلَا يَزِيدُ الظَّالِمِينَ إِلَّا خَسَارًا. And we have revealed of the Quran what is a healing and mercy to the believers, but the wrongdoers only increase in loss. Here Allah didn't mention the mafi sudur, meaning the shifa, the healing even to physical problem, not only mental problem. And I have visited mental hospital several times to treat some Muslim boys there at the Ruqya. And then my presence there attracted some other patient there in the hospital. And they want also to be treated. So when I checked them, all of them, their head full of jinns and shaitan. Now we're talking about the cause. Because mental is something spiritual, not physical. So what causes this mental problem is also spiritual thing, invisible things. Why So many people, especially young people, have mental problem because they don't believe in anything. So their heart, their mind, their spirit is empty. So this makhluk, they are the makhluk invisible, they're like wind. Okay, you can feel, but you can't catch them. You can feel. So it can enter your body from the pores of your skin. When they enter, when you are drunk, they enter your body. Or you have what you call negative thinkings, or emotion, anger, they enter your body. Why? Because at that time, you forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At that time, you don't remember Allah. So when people don't remember Allah, this makhluk can enter the body easily. Nothing can stop them. And then it occupy your mind and your body, and eventually they cause trouble. Just on this last Wednesday, a friend of mine called me from Melbourne. He said, Imam, please help make dua for my son. No, he's in mental hospital, stripping himself naked, and all how close, he flushed into the toilet. And now the hospital had to put him in a separate room where there is no toilet. Okay, inshallah. So I do ruqyah from here. But I told the father, look, better you check on him. And they report to me what happened, because if he's back to normal, you can tell. When he asks for his clothes, when he feels embarrassed, that means he is normal. And in the morning, the father messaged me. He said, Jarakallah, Imam, Alhamdulillah, as you said, no, he is okay. No, he asked for his clothes. Well, because in the other state, he's like, he's a madman. What made him, that's the proof also, what made him this man is something in his mind. When saying this, I can prove to you. Anybody of you even have headache, you come to me. I prove that headache caused by the invisible beings, whether they come by themselves or sent by magicians or witches. I can prove to you on the spot. So when I talk about it, I know what it is. So brothers, in order to be safe, protected from this mental health, first of all, the frequent the mosque. And always read the Quran, because the Quran is the best dhikrullah. Because when we read the Quran, you have peace of mind, tranquility. There it is. And also young people have to be brought to the mosque. If they are out there, they will live like they are fellow Australian, believing in nothing. So we have to bring them to the mosque, we have to bring them to the good environment, to the environment of deen. Otherwise, they will end up in the same thing, in the same situation. That's all we have to say today. Barakallahu li wa lakum fi Quran al-Azim. ونفعنا إياكم بما فيه من الآيات والذكر الحكيم وتقبل منا ومنكم تلاوته إنه سميع عليم. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات واستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه نستعين على أمور الدنيا والدين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ملك الحق والمبين. أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صادق الوعد الأمين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد فأيها المسلمون اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. قال الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال تعالى: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم ارض عن الخلفاء الراشدين المهتدين سادتنا أبي بكر عمر عثمان وعلي وعن سائر الصحابة أجمعين. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره لنا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان واجعلنا من الراشدين. اللهم فكنا في الحقنا بالصالحين. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا واخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم لا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك ويرحمنا. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون في الصلاة.